In our fast-paced, physics-covered world, showers have become a popular way to water ourselves and those we love.
We can have a little bit of water as a treat.
But how do our showering experiences differ from one another?
You've got interesting answers. I want to know what they are.
From the greatest
Pretty damn close to Nirvana.
Well, I have a rubber ducky in my shower.
to the strangest.
Put your head in the toilet.
No matter how bloody this gets, at least the water will wash it off.
They can bring pleasure
I've been known to take 6 to 10 showers a day.
and even pain.
Got banged up pretty bad. It was very traumatic.
No matter which products you use,
Just enough of the right amount of products for your hair and your body.
or the temperature you choose,
But if you can take a hot shower, I'll power to you. They sound lovely.
You just took the coldest damn shower in the game.
showers are a part of our lives.
Even toddlers can do it, man.
So grab your friends,
Everyone's having a good time, everyone consenting.
because it's time to get wet and wild with showers. Water falling on you. There are many kinds of people with many kinds of experiences. These are the people of an era. These are the today people. People of the today times. Refreshing, clean, moist. These are words you've definitely said when talking about showers with friends and loved ones. How we feel about showers and the memories we share when talking to others about showers helps us relate to each other in our most vulnerable moments as people, wet and naked.
To me, a shower is to get clean in a nice and fairly efficient manner.
Showers make me feel as though I can get up, get out of bed, and face the world, knowing that I don't smell like an ape. I love showers. When I'm sick, like if I have a cold especially, or any sort of body ache, I've been known to take 6 to 10 showers a day.
Showers make me feel clean, refreshed. Sometimes they add to a melancholic mood. Or sometimes I feel like I'm singing in the rain.
You know, you come out and you smell clean, but you know what? The sign of a true artist, it will always be measured by the amount of their stank. And believe me, man, I have a lot of stank coming your way.
Make sure to clean your face, clean your hands, clean your, below the belt area. It's important. Rashes are not funny.
Showering alone is okay. Showering with a friend or a friendly would be better, because then you have somebody to scratch back, among other things. Yeah. Because I just want to be clean.
Yes. That is the right answer. Do people want to be stinky?
No.
Do you want to smell that?
No.
No, they want to be clean.
People used to just shower outside altogether in the same place where they would get their drinking water from, and then everyone died.
That's just the closest we can get to, nice, going out into the world as it's raining and just, oh!
In the winter, it means the beginning of pain, because my skin is so dry that I have to make sure I put oil on it or lotion to make sure I don't feel like I have paper flaking off every second.
I don't actually like the act of getting wet because that involves my hair getting wet usually, which takes time to style and get ready for the day. So that's an inconvenient thing that goes along with showers that I have to deal with.
I guess the first shower that mankind would have known would have been the showering of affection.
There are many ways to shower others with affection, love, and appreciation for producing insightful content, like the kind you're currently enjoying.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Some of our most private experiences are what we do in the shower. But what if we took a peek behind the shower curtain at the inner workings of how we clean ourselves? Could sharing our processes with one another allow us to optimize our showering techniques? How are you showering?
I'm not going to give any graphic detail on how my showering improve.
I think the best way to shower is definitely with water.
The water falls, you scrub, you sing a little bit, you get out.
Lovingly.
I've gone through various versions of getting soapy throughout my life. Probably started out with a washcloth and then graduated to those little spongy loofah type things. And now I just don't have time for any of that. I just squirt the soap right in my hand, get the pits and bits, and go on from there.
I put the soap on the scrunchie and then I put it on my skin. Even toddlers can do it, man.
I tend to take an 8-minute shower or less, so that's usually my goal, is to be very quick.
You twist the little knobulets to make it do the rain, like the indoor rain bit.
You rub your hands together to get it real soapy? Yeah! And then do you rub your body? Yes! Okay, oh my, okay. Well, he's done.
When I was a kid, I would take the soap and I would rub it on the washcloth. Like it was a bar of soap, and I'd take it, rub it on the washcloth, and then wash a little bit of my body. And then I'd take the soap, put it on the washcloth again, and I'd rub a little bit more. And it would take me like an hour and a half to wash myself.
It really is a ritualistic kind of space for people. And everyone does it different. That's okay.
The ways we shower are unique to our preferences. And this is also true for when we do it.
I'm a morning showerer.
I have to start my day with a shower. And sometimes I like to end my day with a shower too, because it's relaxing.
If you take them at night and you go to bed with your hair wet, it's going to come out in an odd shape because you've been sitting on your hair. So you take it in the morning, you don't have any of that problem.
I think in the morning and evening.
Twice a day?
Yeah.
Do you need... Since when do you take a shower twice a day?
You.
I'm struggling to get you in the bath twice a week. Stinker. Stinky stinker.
Being able to take a task, such as scrubbing the stink off our bodies, and augment it for moments of pure pleasure, is what separates us from those who don't do that. What can we do to take showering to the next level?
The sheer bliss of the proper water pressure and the proper temperature. When you have achieved that, my friend, you're pretty damn close to nirvana.
When you don't feel like doing, because a shower will help you to want to do again.
You have just enough of the right amount of products for your hair and your body to get clean, and you have a nice razor if you're shaving in the shower that works well, and then you get in and you get out and you're done.
A sad shower when you just are sitting on the floor of your bathtub, that hits different.
When I had like this Axe body spray, man, I would spray it on myself as the shower was going on, man, and it's almost exhilarating. You got two different kinds of pressures going all about you, man, and it feel pretty good coming out smelling like an absolute boss, man.
When I actually get to take it alone, I think any parent would understand the beauty of aloneness in the bathroom. It's like your own personal vacation.
I've never actually felt like superb after taking a shower. It's just more of a thing that I do.
As people with biological needs, there is no doubt that some activities are essential to our well-being. But also, as people, we sure do like fun. And tautologically speaking, fun is fun. And so it's only natural to wonder, how do today people have fun in the shower?
If I'm using somebody else's somebody else's products that are really high end, that can make a shower really enjoyable.
Well, I have a rubber ducky in my shower. So it's on the shelf. I rescued him.
You can use like little alphabet letters and stick them on the wall. That can be really fun. You can leave messages for people if you're from a like multi-person household. If you have those like little wax crayons, you can draw on the wall too. You can make art on the wall. I think those are probably the most fun ways to have a shower.
Music in the shower is a good time. That can really elevate your shower game.
The best shower is the kind of shower that you just put on some ABBA, drink some chocolate milk while you're in the shower, and just have a great time. Just have a nice little time in the shower, just like dancing your heart away to the Dancing Queen with a big glass of chalky milk in the shower. It's great.
You have to have something good to listen to in the shower. Either a good playlist or a good podcast, a speaker so you can hear over the sound of your shower and maybe the sound of your own crying.
You get your shower beer going, you put some music on, and you have yourself a party all by yourself in the shower. It's lovely.
Sometimes when you have the convenience of one of those fancy shower heads and you can set the different settings, you can kind of even make a little song out of them, you know. And then, yeah, maybe that'll show up on your next album.
I'm going to have this really funny, or this really cool, catchy Sonic the Hedgehog song. And, like, I'm singing the Sonic the Hedgehog song, creating some lyrics in my head. So that's a fun thing to do in the shower. I still get excited about it once in a while, though. And just things like that. Just, you know, creative ideas that never come to fruition. I think a shower it's fun. Like, it's fun to dream. To have big dreams of recording an album when you can't sing or play an instrument.
Showering is fun with a friend. If I didn't say it before, I'm gonna say it louder. Showering is funner or funnest with a friend.
When you have a friend there with you, you can scrub each other's back or you know, whatever needs to be scrubbed.
Friends are an important part of our community. As such, showering brings plenty of opportunities to join together with friends and unfamiliar folks alike. Though communal showers may seem like an awkward way to come together, there's no denying that togetherness brings us together.
I don't like a communal shower. They feel gross.
You just take turns.
Communal showers, you really gotta know the person. A friend can get a spot that you can't reach, you know, like there, I can't reach that. I can't reach that. So has that spot ever been washed on my back? I do not know.
You know, I have some body shame issues, and then I started thinking, like, you know what? If anybody's really checking out my body in the shower, that's their deal, not mine. And so I kind of don't care anymore. And so I've gotten more okay with it.
Personally, I don't like it. I have a hard time, like, seeing that as comfortable.
It's a little bit like speed dating, other than the fact that you're not sitting at a table, you know, you're there, and you kind of move around the shower a little bit more. You have to be careful because shower floors get very slippery if you're moving around. And who knows, you might find your next true love.
You know what? You know, if everyone's having a good time, everyone consenting, everyone's feeling it, yep, let's go for it.
It's a really great way to sort of like just take a peek at humanity. Yeah, to just get a feel for the flesh that exists in the world.
Just not a fan of it. You know, if you've got to go into a pool or something like that, you can't take a shower. You do it, you do your business, you get out, and, not lingering. No eye contact.
A lot of people who swim all the time just don't care because they do it all the time, and they're around others who are also naked, so it's just not taboo anymore at that point.
Try to avoid them. Really, at all costs.
Cleaning ourselves in front of others like some kind of cat or fish can be a little too wild and crazy for some. But that doesn't mean we can't get a little zany in our ways. What kinds of wild and crazy things have you done in the shower?
I
I must have a really boring life because I have not had any crazy time in a shower. You've gotten interesting answers. I want to know what they are.
I poured an entire 2 liter of soda on my head in a shower just because. I just wanted to see what would happen.
When I was a kid, I used to tap dance in the shower and pretend I was singing in the rain, which now as an adult I realize is incredibly unsafe, and I don't know how I didn't break my neck. But the sounds were great.
You know, I've composed, like, you know, dungeons for my D&D games in showers, you know?
I had a full job interview in a shower. And it was a situation, it's just one of those situations you always find yourself in, like, you gotta look presentable, but you don't have any time, you're running late because so-and-so happened and whatever, but you just find yourself in the shower and also having to be presentable at the same time. So, what do? You put a stormy background behind you while you are FaceTiming or computering or whatever it is you're doing. And you just make them think that you're in a storm.
Oh, I don't think are there children watching? I don't think I can tell you what the craziest thing I've done in a shower is.
I tend to belt a lot when I'm singing in the shower, which happens almost every day. So much so that I worry that, the postman that's delivering mail can probably hear me.
Craziest thing I've done is I had a bloody nose. I was having a shower, and I was trying to stop the bloody nose in the shower. And the reason why it's crazy is because, the logical thing would have probably been to stop and just, take care of that matter while you're not in the wetness. But I thought, at least I'm in the water, so no matter how bloody this gets, at least the water will wash it off and I won't have to deal with it. So that was my logic for it.
I could be indicted for slander. No comment.
Watching the soccer tournament, because the TV's out there, and I always like to mute the commercials, and keeping that remote handy. You got to put it in a plastic bag so it doesn't get wet, things like that.
You did exercise in the tub?
Remember I did that?
Yeah. What were you doing? Were you swimming laps? Oh yeah, you were doing push-ups, that's right.
The activities that can be done in the shower seem near limitless. And once the kids are showered and put to bed, there may even be time for more adult activities.
Sure, yeah. Making cookies in the shower. Sometimes it can be challenged to bake cookies in the shower. I like it as a prelude to the baking of the cookies. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes showers just aren't big enough and you kind of have to get contorted. So it's just better to have use it as a little warm-up session. That can be really nice. And it's an added benefit that you're both so nice and clean. It's important to be clean while baking.
How did you anticipate that? I touched on it in the briefest way, but...
Oh man, you're trying to get me to name names right now, okay?
Like, going into the drain, that just sounds painful.
Somebody's always cold because the water's not gonna reach both of you.
It's just wet, but it's not necessarily lubricant wet. So it could be uncomfortable in some ways.
It's not really easy to maintain any sort of anything, and it's dangerous. You could slip. So I'm not a fan.
Do you have a handle? Does one person grab the handle and the other person grab a person? I don't know what the scenario would be of what the precautions would have to be.
It really feels like more work than it's actually worth.
Don't really get your right footing in, and then all of a sudden it's you slip on the bar of soap. She preferred bars, man, and after you break a few ribs, and it's I knew I should have stayed with Jerome.
I'm wet you're not wet or I'm wet and you're cold and I'm hot and it's not comfortable and oh my god, things are sticking and they shouldn't stick and oh, this is icky and positioning and you're in a confined space. It just doesn't work like what you think it will.
I would never, ever, without the appropriate partner who is able of mind and body and appropriate muscle groups to assist you in the ways you need. Otherwise, it's just a catastrophe and like, what's the point? We can do this on a lateral surface. Like, please don't.
You can sustain an injury, you might sustain an injury, but it's pretty fucking sweet, so I'd say go for it.
I would say I recommend it. If you haven't tried it, just treat yourself sometime.
Jerome's nice. He takes care of my kids.
But danger lurks in every tub, every stall. Every drop of water is one more opportunity for disaster to strike.
When people ask me what my biggest fear is, the answer is slipping in the shower. But not just slipping in the shower. Slipping in the shower and falling backwards and jamming the faucet into my brainstem.
And then boom, you crack your head open, and then suddenly, your next of kin gets all the proceeds and royalties from your music. So yeah.
Well, one concern now that I'm getting older is slipping. You don't want to slip and fall.
I'm terrified to slip and fall and die in the shower because I don't want anybody to find me that way. That's so embarrassing.
A fear would be slipping and falling in the shower. I have slipped before. I actually caught myself on the side of the tub, and I think I kind of like sprained a muscle in my arm when that happened.
Honestly, I really only get to shower when I'm home alone and just have some quiet time. But then what if I fall in the shower and no one's around to hear me scream? But it'd still probably be relaxing.
Getting soap in your eye and then slipping and falling. That's like worst day ever. Worst day ever.
And guess who's done it? That's right, me. More than once. Yes, I have. Got banged up pretty bad. It was very traumatic, and I'd rather not do it again. I lost a couple of nails. I've got this weird dip in my knee where the kneecap used to be, and I don't think my head's been right since.
Showering is undoubtedly a slippery slope, a gateway into our deepest, darkest fears. Right now I have a very strange fear, and that is showering too loudly.
Someone flushing the toilet.
There are documented cases, multiple documented cases where individuals have been taking a shower and someone has broken in. And it ranges from like petty larceny and breaking and entering to like insane people coming into someone's house with a knife and about to stab them, and the only reason they got out of that was because they managed to see the shadow or something. And so, because it's been documented that much, I think it's more of a concern for me.
When I was a kid, I accidentally rented The Blob instead of another movie that was like Bob the Builder. So, yeah.
Blob the Builder. Blob the Builder.
On Nightmare, there was a guy named George. And he was taking a shower, man, and all of a sudden a whole bunch of cockroaches comes raining down on him. He's definitely afraid of cockroaches. I mean, who isn't? And I was thinking to myself, man, writing this, I was like, that would be the worst possible thing, man. I hope that doesn't happen to me. I hope snakes don't come out either, man. You know, things can come up through the pipes as it is.
The blob comes in from the drain, and it just...
No matter how terrified we become, showers are still a great way to wash our fears away. And when doing so, the products we choose can make all the difference. Products like shampoo.
I don't have to buy that shit anymore. Yeah, you long hairs out there going, yeah, you're spending hundreds of dollars a month on shampoos. Like, see this? Yeah.
Just cleans your hair.
Okay.
You lather it all up. It makes you feel pretty smooth and whatnot.
My hair is nicer after I shampoo it.
So I, as you can see, have long hair, and it gets very tangled if I don't wash it regularly. But the shampoo that I have to use and the conditioner I have to use to create this is expensive. It is one of the only indulgences I splurge on shower products is my shampoo and conditioner.
You get an effective one, you can make sure that it gets all the dirt off of you, and you can smell nice.
Now, I myself, with this stew that is perfectly coiffed, I only do this, monthly. So when we're speaking about shampoos, you need to find what's right for you. If you got curly hair, get you some curly shampoo. If you got straight hair, get you some straight hair shampoo. Get you stuff for fine. If you need volume, get you volumizing shampoo.
I would prefer to use a cheaper shampoo because I like to fill my whole hand with it and like lather to the point where it's absurd.
Every single barber or salon hair cutter person that I've ever been to has told me, hey, you've got some hair up there. And I gotta be honest with you, you do not need to use shampoo ever. It's a scam, and it is bringing down our American system and world views, and that's why it's all gone wrong, because just everyone is so dependent on shampoo, and they're just running our world.
They used to have, like pump action bottles on your shampoo. Some still do. And that's bullshit, because the little stem never goes all the way down. So you always have a lot of shampoo left when the pump is saying you're done. And I don't care for that. That's cheating. Yes, big shower shampoo. Looking at you. That's the camera. I'm going to look at the camera because that's where they are. Big shampoo's watching us.
You get some in your eye, and then you just ruin the rest of your morning, because you're just spending the rest of your time just rinsing your eyes.
Then it gets into your eyes, man, and then you cry uncontrollably.
It can get in your eyes.
Yeah, what happens when it gets in your eyes?
You can't see.
Oh no, does it hurt?
Yeah.
Oh no.
When you open them back up, it really hurts.
Ouch.
Like you put water, a bucket of ice water and...
Why don't we all use just baby shampoo? I thought that's tear-free.
The good point is your hair gets clean. I think I've heard things that say that maybe it doesn't.
Some shampoos are made with chemicals that are related to diseases and I think cancers.
I often have to watch what I use because it can cause me to have a buildup of dandruff or my skin to flake off on my face and hurt and bleed.
It's really hard to keep track of all this stuff. I even tried a no poo method for a while. Have you heard about this? People just kind of wash their hair with baking soda. It doesn't work. Let me tell you, you just end up like a grease ball for about a month. So I don't recommend the no poo method. I think you should definitely say yes to the shampoo. Say yes to the poo.
Have at it.
And when it comes to washing our bodies, no product is more iconic than a bar of soap.
A bar of soap just feels like, even though it's made of soap and should ideally be clean, there's a buildup of potential bacteria or dirt on it as you're using it more and more.
You can get bar soap that is basically scentless, so you're not walking around smelling like a skateboarder.
But I generally use bar soap and I follow a path. And the reason I do that is because of an old movie called Cheaper by the Dozen. Not the Steve Martin one, but the one from the 30s. The dad in that family is an efficiency expert, which is something I always thought would be a cool job. And he talks about how his kids can take a full shower or a full bath in only 10 minutes. And he describes the washing method as starting at one hand, using this hand to go up this arm, up under, across the chest and down the abdomen, down the legs, and then up the legs, and then back up to the shoulder and down the other arm. So I've followed that path ever since I was in high school and saw that movie.
When I have the bar, it's like I gotta struggle just to do my business, man. It's like you can't hold on to the thing. It's just goes off everywhere. You feel like a cartoon.
You don't come near me with your bars of soap. If you're inviting me over, if I'm staying at your place, I'm not using your bar of soap. I like you. I trust you. I'm not using your bar of soap. I wouldn't use your toothbrush.
Bar soap is inconvenient, and it gets all like mucky on the side. Wherever you put that bar soap, it's gonna get all mucky on the side of your tub. I don't like it.
Bar soap, though, they've been cheating on that too. Yes, I'm looking at you, bar soap companies, because they make them. They kind of curve them under. It's not a bar of soap. They give this indentation all the time. Why? Because so you get less soap. You're getting less grams of soap per bar of soap. So, they don't raise the price, but they give you less soap. Bullshit.
There's a lot of these guys, these eco-friendly dudes who hate like toxins and stuff, man. So they will go out of their way to like make bars of soap from like the freshest materials, man. And that's all good and well and good. But then they want me to smell my absolute freshness, like to smell like a man. But then it costs like $500 just for a bar, man. That to me is an absolute scam. I'd rather, if I wanted fresh material, if I wanted honey, man, I would just go in my kitchen and slather it on me, and that what's done is done. They can't get old me, man.
You like to rub the soap into the little piece of hemp, and then you use that to exfoliate the body, because I love to apply the soap in a nice circular motion. We want to get rid of all of that dead skin and detritus from the body and make sure that we're getting into the pores, because just glancing the soap over your body does not get you clean. It's actually quite comical how many people think that just rubbing it with your hand is getting your body clean. If you're going to take a shower, make it effective. Otherwise, you're just wasting water and killing the ocean. Way to go, you.
While body soap is commonly experienced in bar form as a solid, the complex sciences behind soap allow it to transcend states of matter and be available in a second state, liquid soap, commonly known as body wash.
I wouldn't say that I have an allegiance toward body wash over using a bar of soap.
We have what, Spider-Man liquid soap?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we have. It's a very fancy brand. Suave.
Aww.
The bottle takes up more space in the gig bag, so you gotta make do with being on the road so long.
Body wash, it's just squirt on the washcloth and you wash in your soap tip. Like, it's easy.
Definitely the body wash, it tastes better.
Caress, silky, moisturize your skin. Like, you don't have to use a moisturizer. Oil of Olay, that's the one I use. It's very fancy. But I really think it's just a marketing tool.
Through all stages of our existence, the myriad of products available to our tastes and ways of life all serve to get us clean and ready for whichever social interactions we may find ourselves in.
Yeah. How often do you take showers?
Not really.
Not really.
Really.
You like baths better, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baths, showers' biggest rival, cannot be ignored. When it comes to things we use a bathtub for, it absolutely must be part of the conversation. Can baths and showers coexist? Do they have a place at all in our ever-changing times?
I used to have rubber duckies and boats and stuff like that, but then my wife said that I'm not a child, so I guess I couldn't do it as much. But it's all fine, because yeah.
After you're done bathing, then you got to clean up, because otherwise you've just been wallowing in your own filth for a while. So I don't feel as clean in a bath.
Quite frankly, baths are freaking cramped. Like, they are so freaking cramped, dude. It is not even funny.
Does it require elbow grease to clean? Absolutely. But do we enjoy it? Yes. Do we have 500 different variants of bath bombs? We absolutely do. Bubbles? Bath fizzies? Got those too. Bubble bath? Covered. And so I just can't see any reason why you wouldn't use a perfectly good tub.
there's a lot of water that you got to sit in, and that gets cold. It kind of takes away from the perfect temperature type of thing.
We are not meant to constantly go submerged. We need to have just a little. We can have a little bit of water as a treat.
I don't trust baths. Baths are it's human soup, and that's gross.
Much like bread paved the way for toast, and books paved the way for parasocial relationships, bathing has paved the way for showering to overtake it in popularity, far surpassing its predecessor in our daily lives. But why?
I want to say it's probably tied to the commuting world and the rat race that started in the 30s and 40s, where people started to kind of be on the go a lot more. Baths take a long time. They take a long time, especially in those days. You had to heat the water and then pour it in the bathtub. But I think it's a way to get clean really quickly. And in this world where we really value speed and efficiency.
When you want to get clean and get to your next thing, you needed a shower. You needed a faster way to do it. Water falling on you. I mean, that's pretty fast.
Some people prefer standing as opposed to lying down. It's just more comfortable for a lot of people. You can reach all areas of your body better if you're standing as opposed to laying down or sitting even.
I think showers probably became popular around the same time that we realized it's important to wash our hands.
It probably just started with some moms being like, hey, come here, take your bath. And no kid wanted to take the bath, so they just started dumping them on their heads. And they're like, hey, this is actually a pretty convenient way to clean people. It's just dumping the water over their heads. So, they probably just started saying, okay, we'll do that. Let me just dump water on you, and there you go, you're clean. And someone said, hey, I can make that into something. I can use that.
Probably because we've stopped wanting to smell so bad. When you're out there working a lot, when you're out there, hitting that grind, doing that gig, it can be nice to, get that, grime off of you, get that day's worth of sweat off of you, and then you just, I don't know, you can start fresh.
I believe that the earliest showers came about when people realized that smell was them, and it didn't have to be that way. There were options.
Yes, I am someone, because I can stand under this thing and waste water for hours at a time if I wish.
Well, it used to be that rain would come down, and that would be our shower. But now, with the totalitarian dictatorship that we live in, we cannot shower as God intended. So, we have to put up little boxes in our homes and just have to deal with just sitting and just having a little bit of water spurt onto your head every now and then. Maybe I need to get a new apartment.
The brilliant part of a shower, as we know them, is hot water.
Yep.
Everyone thinks oh, I like my shower head. Oh, I like my little loofah. No, if you have a hot water tank or access to such a device, indoor plumbing has just gone from a 9 to a 10.
I love a good hot shower. I understand the merit of a cold shower. I wish I could get behind it, but it hurts me too much. But if you can take a hot shower, I'll power to you. They sound lovely.
And when you come out of it, there's still a whole bunch of steam left, man. And you feel like you came out of a walking jacuzzi, man. It's the best feeling in the world.
Getting in the shower at night to just get a nice even warmth going all throughout your body is the best, especially in the middle of winter where it could be 10 degrees outside. A hot shower is honestly one of the best things.
You could then go out and go bowling. Going bowling after taking a cold shower doesn't work as well because it stiffens you up, and it's hard to roll the ball that way. A warm shower might lead you to some sort of romantic experience. Who knows? Depending on your tastes and abilities and availabilities.
A hot shower is just where it's at. It's lovely. I really like to get it as hot as it can go. I know it's not good for my skin. I know it'll dry it out, but when I do take a shower, I want it to be this close to like a 2nd degree burn. You know what I mean?
Hot showers are not good. Like, they burn your skin. They make you go the oof, ouch, owie.
After you've painted your house and you can't get the paint out and turpentine won't do it, a nice hot shower and a scrubber, yeah, that'll definitely melt the paint away. I don't recommend it, for the skin. It's not good for the skin to have too much of a hot shower,
The problem is you use a hot shower and they dry your skin out. So that's one of the reasons I don't like them, and I just feel miserable after them and I have to wear lotion.
The James Bond shower is the way to go, where you start hot and you do your washing and everything, you do your business, and then you just sort of stand there, and you think about all your regret and all the people you've killed and all that trauma and everything, and you slowly make the water colder and colder and colder and colder and colder and colder and colder until you just don't feel anymore. And then you step out into the world and everything else in comparison feels warm and nice because you just took the coldest damn shower in the game, and you might be a spy.
Is it possible that in our human quest for comfort, we fail to consider how much cooler we could be by purposely making ourselves uncomfortable? Is taking a cold shower really worth the hype?
Good question.
I would say cold because I don't like either of them, but I like warm, so I would go with cold.
Cooler is better. You want to kind of shock the system there. So if you need some get up and go in the morning, you can't have caffeine, kind of like I can. A nice cold or cool shower to shock the system is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would take a cold shower.
To get you to snap out of it, to bring reality back, to make you say, you've been thinking like an idiot for a while, and it's just take that cold shower.
I dyed my hair red once, and if you've ever dyed your hair red, they tell you to wash your hair in cold water because it prevents the dye from, leaving your hair.
Cold showers are becoming very in vogue lately. You want to have the cold showers to activate the brown fat. Apparently brown fat is what's going to up your metabolism, help you get skinny, but I just don't think I can really tolerate that. It's probably my own personal version of torture.
You don't want it too cold, because otherwise other things are going to be just gone. I can't feel my legs anymore.
Oh, they suck, man.
Hot showers are clearly the preference to cold showers and even baths. But what if there are other ways to get clean? What if you don't have access to a shower or a bath? There must be alternatives.
Wet wipes can come very handy.
One of my favorite things, though, that I've ever done as an alternative to showering was being up at a lake house and taking a bar of soap and just going down to the lake and just bathing in a lake. It was really kind of cool. I don't know that I got clean, but it was cool.
And if you're going into a lake, there's either some greater purpose for that going into the lake, or something is terribly wrong and you have to get something from that lake.
Well, another alternative, if you're desperate, is, basically the sink and the washcloth, just kind of, wash spots at a time. And I've, washed my hair under a sink too, in a pinch.
You have your standard PTA. If you don't have time for a shower, we all know what PTA stands for. I don't know if I can say. Can I say it? Pits, tits, and ass.
put your head in the toilet.
No way. You don't do that. You're goofy. You're so silly.
Well, I don't know about the rest of the world, but in this household, bats are the normal. And if anybody comes in here saying that, oh my goodness, I can only shower, I feel bad for those people, but also they won't be welcome back for overnight stays.
Through sonic, like the vibration or sonic sounds, you could actually dislodge dirt at a certain frequency. Doesn't really work in a practical sense or a commercial sense right now, but it's something that could happen in the future.
How will we adapt to these changing ideas? Will the tomorrow people look back on our primitive ways of covering ourselves in soap and water with bewilderment? Or have we reached the pinnacle of self-cleaning?
I once met a traveling salesman that enlightened me to the way of the future. It is called the douche solaire.
We're all going to be rich in the future, and we're all going to be able to relax and enjoy ourselves with some rubber duckies and boats and what have yous.
Please be around showers, please. Please don't go away.
Who knows what the future is going to look like, but I think showering and baths will always be here.
I think showers are here to stay.
Yeah, we're either gonna have to wash our bodies in a highly acidic ocean, or just a bunch of wet wipes from a barbecue place in South Carolina.
We don't want too many wipes lining up in landfills, and you definitely don't want to be flushing those wipes, okay? Unless you want a clogged pipe and in your house, and that's really, really unfortunate. Been there. That was the shit storm of 2010. We won't go there.
For cleaning up, showers is the way to go.
Showers would be like most popular.
Douche solaire. TM.
Before you engage in intercourse or consummating a marriage, you probably want to be clean. Have a shower. Let's have a party. Let's give you gifts, and we'll call it a shower. Getting you ready for the big day. And then probably with the baby showers, it's probably a reminder that you'll never shower alone again. Once you have that kid. So enjoy them now before that baby comes, because A, you won't have time to shower at all, and B, when you do shower, there will probably be a screaming baby just outside the door.